How you doing? My name is Henry Grullon, and I'm known as Henry Live, a conservative reporter, but I'm also a congressional candidate. I have another congressional candidate here. And just wanted to let you know, thank you so much. The last time I met with you and I was able to do my function as a reporter, you're here the second time. So I want people, they're going to be streamed live, and you are a person that you came up for the second time. The congressional candidates that are here, we support the cabbies. We totally understand you have to have your legal team to look at that. We're not obligated, so we already signed on, and we support the cabbies, we support everything that's happening, but also as a community. The communities here, what we're facing with the elected officials, I'm an outspoken person, and we're facing here, the elected officials are not listening. As a congressional candidate, they're not listening to this community, to the cabbies, they're not listening with the rezoning, and we need to know that, and we know you're a fighter, you got arrested last week, and you are a person that you're used to that. We want to know, in regards to NYCHA, and I spoke to you last time about that, and the opioid crisis, which is tied into the, what's happening with mental illness. With NYCHA, we know that we have a federal monitor. It's a disaster. I know it takes time, you just started right now. Any plans to work with the federal government, which is a little difficult with the relationship now? So my question is, the federal government with NYCHA.
Thank you. I'll answer that question first. I've already called for a moratorium on most rezonings in the city because I think they make segregation worse in this city, and that's why I had the bill passed. NYCHA, I've always said that there are two men playing a male measuring contest, the mayor and the governor, with 400,000 lives in NYCHA, and that has to stop. I've met with Lynn Patton, and she's waiting. She showed me she's waiting on a report from the federal monitor. I'm going to see what she says after that. But what we need for NYCHA is we need money, real money. I don't trust this president. I don't trust this health secretary. So I don't know if we're going to get that much money. But we do have to get money from the governor, the money he promised that we haven't seen yet. And we should get some more from the city. Also, my hope is that this mayor has stopped deceiving us about things that are going on, particularly around lead. So we need money, better management, and lastly, any plan that comes forward has to include the residents. Right now, I've seen a plan trying to be imposed to the residents, and the residents are very intelligent. If you have a conversation and lay out the options, they will work with you. But if you just make the option for them, that's going to be a problem. And then I'll get to your question.
My name is Raul Rivera. I'm a New York City TLC driver. I was born and raised in the Bronx. Mr. Advocate, we have a New York City agency that is treating fellow New Yorkers like animals, like criminals. No one gets treated like the New York City taxi driver does. New York City, the New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission has grossly failed all New York City taxi drivers. More importantly, it has failed your fellow New Yorker. I have been personally sexually assaulted. I have been spat on, cursed at, and so on. Drivers deserve respect. Drivers deserve protection and respect. We move this city, and drivers demand a reform of the TLC. Sign my petition and vote for the TLC driver. Do it now. Mr. Williams, 90% of drivers are immigrants with a language barrier. Drivers are being hammered with ticket quotas, both from the NYPD and the TLC. We both support Lieutenant Edwin Raymond and the NYPD 12. Let's put a stop to the ticket quotas and let's stop attacking the TLC driver. Mr. Williams, I have a point for you to consider. If New York City can make marijuana legal, then New York City can make street hails legal. Pregunta a los choferes, una pregunta. Si se puede hacer la marihuana legal, también se puede hacer la recogida en la calle legal. ¿Qué tú crees? Sí. Las calles son de los neoyorquinos y de los choferes. Vamos a hacer la recogida en la calle legal. Vamos a darle protección y respeto a todos los choferes del volante. Some English. I have a message for Carlina Rivera, Margaret Chin, Corey Johnson, Idanis Rodriguez, Andy King, Ruben Diaz Sr., Carlos Manchaca, Richie Torres, and all city council members. Don't ignore the New York City TLC driver. Vote for the TLC driver. Sign my petition. New Yorkers are watching you. Gracias, Lourdes Fernandez, Rafael Rosario, Alexis Fermín, Eric Castillo, Heto Cabrera, Gustavo Francisco, Luis del Bronx, Infante, Henry Guerrero, Leonel Martes, La CGT, hashtag NYC Drivers Unite, hashtag Reform TLC. Do it now. Muchas gracias. Bendiciones a todos. Choferes Unidos.
Yes.
It's the same one you read.
So, one, I have to apologize. But one, I did meet with you, like I kept my word when we came in. They didn't follow up, they should have followed up with the issue. You came to talk about the petition, it was on.
Actual petition. If he didn't have it, then he could have his lawyers look it over. But you're telling me that you did send it to him and he did see it. Take it over, man. Tell me what happened there.
Well, we met him. We met at his office. He saw the petition, and he's having trouble with the pay issue. 80%, 85%.
Talk about the petition. It was online. Not gonna sign it today. I'm gonna tell you why.
This is the same one, though. It's the
Yeah,
same one.
I'm gonna tell you why. So the same issue went up. There was one. I can't remember which one now. I didn't know he was gonna be here, or so we had it. There was one part of the petition that I think it was five. Was it five?
5 points.
I think there was one point that we had an issue with, and we're still trying to figure it out. The other thing is, when you are an agency, basically, you have a legal team. We have not yet hired an attorney, and so we have now hired a general counsel that we're hoping will be starting in the next 2 weeks. And so I have to be careful when I sign things like that because there's a legal
You're not signing your life away, though.
I got it, but as a citywide, I have to be very careful before I sign it. And so we have made a decision. I think there were 4 or 5 that we agree with. And I was going to sign it saying I agree with just 4, not just 1. But I need to make sure that our attorney just take a look at it before we do that.
What's happening is that we're trying to advocate for you. I asked you the question, did he read this? Because giving him the benefit of the doubt, if he didn't read it, I understand he has to get an attorney.
He has the petition.
He has read it, you have sent it to him.
Yes.
Another thing is, we have, and I like to name people, I'm controversy. I'm gonna let you, Miguel, speak a little bit in a bit. One of them is you have Dani Rodriguez, who's the chairperson for this committee. What has he done? Because I was at a city council committee meeting last year. Nothing has really been done on the reform. I met you and I see what's going on. Also, you had a situation also with Diaz Sr. I understand a lot of them, if they did not receive the petition, that they should get a chance to have their attorney.
They have it. They have it.
One thing I'll say, and the reason I do that, there's a difference between being a lot of elected. I do my best to keep my word. So when I sign something, I mean I'm doing it. So I want to make sure that my attorneys and everybody look it over. So once I sign it,
You can sign this with your eyes closed, and this is what you're doing. Is you're voting for the process.
that's okay. But I don't mind you keep tweeting, keep the pressure on. I got elected and that's within realm. I'm just telling you where I'm at right now.
Community's gonna vote for you.
So before I give you over to Miguel a little bit, we're running congressional, 13 congression, 14, and maybe as an advocate we can get involved. And I gotta let you know, have you spoken to Adriano Spallaro? Have you spoken to his opponent, Adriano Ocasio-Cortez? Because 10 cabbies, correct me if I'm wrong, 10 have lost their lives by suicide. Have you gone to them, or you're willing to go to their office?
I want to meet them. I spoke, not in speak. Through Twitter, I sent AOC a message many times to help. Come out to the TOC hearings. Help the drivers. We need your help. What they did, they blocked me. They blocked me from
Okay,
Twitter.
before you continue, Miguel, I want to say some words. What do you think, Miguel, now that you're running against AOC, and what would be somewhat of a strategy, because obviously she blocked them. What would you think, an idea? Maybe you don't have all ideas today, but what do you think maybe to start with? Do you think we could try to do something there? I know I'm going to start mine.
Yeah, we could try. We could try to do something for the cabbies. They really need our help. I know that it's really hard for them. 10 suicides is too much. We need to do something. We need to support you. And if I win, I'm there to support you and help you guys
That's
out.
on video, exactly.
Yeah.
And even if we're long from being, 2020 is a long way, but as we campaign, we got to ask the issues. There's the issues with NYC I have to deal with, the opioid crisis, but the cabbies, I just met you now, we want to take this on and make sure.
All city agencies, NYCHA, TLC, all city agencies. Why not reform all of them? Why? We need to update. We need to reboot everything.
So starting today, we're going to try to work in partnership. We're going to try to see if we can get this push. I will continue to contact Mr. Williams' office. Let me see if I can handle my districts, because it covers the Bronx, Manhattan, and everything. So Miguel's going to do the same thing. You have our word. It's on film, and we're going to go at it. But you want to say some last words
There's tax for all city council members. There's taxi drivers in every district. You're not going to be able to run You can hide, but you can't. You're not gonna be able to hide because I'm gonna find you, and you're gonna give us a yes or you're gonna give us a no. Either you vote for us or you don't, and everybody's gonna know.
Last thing, how much time do you give Mr. Williams? He said he's gonna have his attorney look at it. Now that he mentioned
He
it.
told me the first week of July, I'm gonna go in person with drivers, and I'm gonna bring him a hard copy so he can sign a physical copy. And then we'll share it with everybody. We'll vote for him when he runs for mayor. We won't vote for him if he doesn't vote for us.
Okay.
Simple as that.
So Henry Grullon here, running for the 13th Congressional District. We have Raul Rivera, who is an advocate and a cab driver with his petition. We got Miguel Hernandez here, running against AOC in the 14th Congressional. It's on record, and we're going to try our best. All we can do is try our best as candidates. We are not elected officials that are already in office.
They saying AOC forgot about the Bronx.
Well, he'll make sure. He'll remind them.
I was born and raised in the Bronx. I send her a message and I get blocked. I was professional. I asked for help, and all they did was block.
So don't worry about it. Miguel, you got a task there to go after all that.
A friend from California, he was also blocked.
Don't worry about it. I have a coalition of people from other states that are also candidates. We're forming something strong. You have our word that we're going to look into this and try to help you as much as we can. We're limited because we're candidates. We're not in office, but we're promising we're going to help you on this one. All right, brother?
I have a strong word.
All right, brother.
The voice is strong. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you guys. And until the next time, in 809 Lounge, here, Henry Grullon, known as Henry Live, the conservative reporter, investigative reporter, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of work because I'm gonna start looking into this, and I already started working with you with some videos, and we're trying our best. Miguel's gonna look into trying to get AOC to look into this. Thank you so much, and God bless, guys. Hi, this is Henry Grullon, better known as Henry Live, the investigative reporter here in New York, and also candidate for the 13th Congressional District here in New York. I want to thank everyone that was able to tune into the program, and I hope to see you again soon. God bless you, and God bless America.